All right, bang. Today is Wednesday. It's August 16th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Free Swim Wednesday. We got myself. We got Danny. We got Chief. Chief, how are you doing?
I'm a little annoyed.
Why?
I've been reading, remember the name Tommy Tuberville?
Yes.
Old football coach?
Yeah.
You know he's a senator now?
I knew he did something in Alabama politics.
Yeah, he's a United States senator from Alabama. Unusual Wales is just trying to ruin this guy's life because he's being the scummiest guy in the world.
Oh, really?
So he's doing legitimately insider trading because he sits on these two committees. He sat on a committee. He bought this penny stock. It's gone up he's made hundreds of thousands of dollars because he knew it was going to be used in Ukraine. Then he made a $250,000 futures bet on food today, which he'll probably be a gazillionaire from.
Your neck turned like The Exorcist when he said unusual whales.
Me?
Who,
Or
me?
him?
Eddie.
Because I was recently reading something that they tweeted. So it's just kind of
Coincidence? Yeah.
I was just digging into that because I did see that. Oh, I don't know how much we're allowed to talk about it.
We're doing another impromptu tinfoil.
No.
Oh, was this a pen thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
They tweeted something about Penn.
Okay, so let's not get into it at all.
Exactly. And I didn't expect him to be shot out of a cannon like that. I thought he was like, oh, Dave pissed me off. Or no, that was no, this very real life
the
thing
world is
pissed
pissing me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
I've become very, I don't know, this might just be, I can't tell if it's me. I'm just a guy in my late 30s who's just angry about shit, which I think that happens quite a bit now. I think I'm generally angrier than I used to be. We did a whole show of things that grinded my gears 2 weeks ago, a week ago, and I was just I don't know, things just irk me more than they used to.
A lot of problems. Well, here's what shouldn't irk you, and that's that RHOBACK has a discount for our listeners.
Thank God for RHOBACK.
Thank God for RHOBACK. You guys know the drill. Mm-hmm. They got the performance hoodies. They got the performance polos. They got the performance Q-zips, and, of course, the joggers.
Got to get those Q-zips. Fall's coming back around.
Right around the corner.
Yep, for the Q-zips and the hoodies and the joggers, obviously.
Yeah, those are year-round, baby.
And there's still polo time left.
Mm-hmm.
There's still polo time left.
Put your polo on under the quarter zip.
Yeah.
If you have bad hair like some of us, it's always hat time.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So go get the collection at RHOBACK.com. You guys know it's so versatile. We've talked about that. You can go from the course to the bar to the cocktail. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're not getting
even in the hoodie. The hoodie somehow hoodie is usually oh, this guy's a slob. The RHOBACK hoodie is a nice garment.
It is. If you haven't even checked out RHOBACK's site to give these things a look, you're crazy.
Have we thrown out the phrase "the best of both worlds"?
It is. It truly is. Mm-hmm. Use code DOG on RHOBACK.com for 20% off all new customers through the end of the week. That's spelled RHOBACK.com. That's 20% off all hoodies, joggers, and polos with code DOG. Go do it.
That's 20% off is, I don't know how they do that.
And it ends at the end of the week, so.
So move quick. Get your fall wardrobe set.
Do it right now.
Do it fast. Mm-hmm. Question.
Yep.
What's the protocol on going to a vending machine while the guy is filling it?
You gotta come back. You gotta leave. You gotta turn right around.
Really?
Well, you gotta sit there and wait for him to put the. I don't think I've ever seen one loaded though.
I know what the people are gonna say.
I would walk away, do a lap out of just awkwardness.
Yeah. Well, listen. I know people are gonna say, "Oh, you fucking asshole! Wait fucking 5 minutes to get your fucking Cheetos." That wasn't the case. I went to the airport and I forgot my headphones. Okay, and. Obviously panic time because you need headphones for a 3.5-hour flight to Vegas.
Definitely.
So I look for a vending machine. I find a vending machine and I go up to it and notice the guy's right next to it and he's got all his boxes. He's ready to go. And the one I needed that had the iPhone connector and into the earbuds was not in there. You know? I'm like, oh shit. I was like, how come it says it's in there but it's not in there? It's I don't know, man.
I just fill it.
Yes, no real help, no real anything. But I see him getting ready. I was like, hey, can I just give you the money? I got cash. I'll give you cash right now.
Can't do that.
And you could just give me the thing, And he's like, sorry, man. I was like, well, any way you could just put the one item in, and I'm like, my flight's about to board. It's gonna be, how long is this gonna be? You know what I mean? He's like, I don't know, man. 30 minutes. I was like, oh, dude, I'll miss my flight.
Not his problem.
But the frustration of seeing what I need it was a weird conundrum. This guy couldn't have been any less helpful. If you
Run
tried.
to Hudson News.
Well, what's the process for him? He just has to simply close it back up, let you go, then he finishes off or finishes where he left off after?
Yeah, like if he well, I don't know his process though. So I
You had
could
a
be
vending
talking
machine
about
guy
my ass.
on.
I know. So I didn't know like if he could have just like in one of the boxes, like, all right, here you go, open it, put it there, like, and then you know what I mean?
You got to imagine the guys running the vending machines with electronics and them think they're a lot better than the guys.
True.
The candy guys.
True. He was just
Especially
having
the candy
none of
guys
it.
move more volume though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He was having none of it. So I ended up getting like a rose pink colored one. That was the only one left that I was able to find.
Wow, girl.
Yeah, but like, whatever. But I was just like, It was just a weird scenario that I've never been in.
It's like
I'm not like mad at the guy. I'm not trying to shit on him. Like,
But-
truthfully, I thought about it after, and I'm like, I'm probably like, fuck you, dude. His life don't change because of me.
Eddie wrote a negative Yelp review for O'Hare Airport after this.
But no, I see what you're saying. It's what frustrates you is probably that he could have easily just helped you for a quick second.
Yes, exactly. He could have, but he was like, no, I'm not fucking with my routine to do anything to make your life
I
easier.
am not one of those snack vending machine guys. I am an electronic vending machine guy.
It was weird.
I feel like you offering him cash for it right out of the box is a wild move. Of course, you can't do that.
That seems like a little like bribery. He's gonna be
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Or Ed, being the cash guy, just actually bribe him. How desperate were you for those headphones?
But listen, he could be an honor system guy, and he could be like, all right, like, hey, here you go. And then
There's
as soon
cameras
as he,
everywhere, dude. He
and-
would get fired for that.
and then he pumps the money in, and then he just doesn't, like, he just lets the machine eat it or something.
Yeah, I
How
wonder
do you
if that's
just let a machine eat it? I feel
You
like
just
you should
leave.
have been
You'll
like,
walk
hey,
away.
I'll give you 20 if you put the thing in, close it. I'll pay with my card, and then open it back up and finish.
I could have done that, but I was in
That's
a
the-
rush.
Did you get your headphones or no? Did you go to Hudson News?
the pink one.
No, I had to buy whatever the last pair was. But it wasn't what I wanted. If I was going to drop $40 on headphones that I already have a million pairs of.
Yeah, you think that's part of the protocol? Like, if you are filling up a vending machine, you can take absolutely no customers during that time.
Apparently, dude.
You got to get that vending machine guy in for
This
round
guy's like sees a Miller Lite truck parked outside. And he's like, "Hey, don't bring that into the store. Just give me. I'll give you $30 for the 24 pack."
That's fuck you.
That's exactly
that is
the same
not
thing.
Apples to apples.
It
And
is
I'm
apples to
also not
apples.
arguing that like I'm like
In the
I was
right-
wrong,
yeah.
or I don't think like I have no ill will towards the guy.
I'm trying to
But
make
it was
good
just-
time on my commute home. Can I have that 30 rack
That's
for
way
cash?
different than a flight, you asshole. Especially picturing that flight with no headphones. That's a nightmare.
It's a
You guys know
that is a
that.
desperate situation. I agree.
You
It's
just have the phone close to your ear the whole
desperation,
time.
It's desperation.
You just reading subtitles the whole time. You think you could do it if you're watching like a movie?
I've done it before. I've lost it. Or I've forgot it.
That's
It's
when you just got to
miserable.
throw on what's it called? Damn it. Silent movie?
Like Charlie Chaplin.
No, what's it called? God, my brain's dead. With Jim from The Office.
Oh, Quiet Place.
Quiet
Oh
Place.
yeah, yeah. There's still like scary noises in that though.
Yeah, those monsters.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fuck with them. But kind of on the same topic. Not really though. I was at Target earlier today, and there was a guy walking around seemingly lost, and he goes up to a guy who is like scanning items, and the customer says, "Hey, can you show me where to find hydrogen peroxide?" And the guy looks at him. He's like, "Oh, I don't work here." It turns out he was like maybe like a merchandiser or something. I'm like, well, you have every reason to believe why we would think you work here.
Oh, he was just like an inventory guy.
Yeah.
Probably. But I think he does work there.
He got away with not helping him find the hydrogen peroxide then.
Was the guy pissed?
No, he felt like shame. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Was he wearing like a?
A red shirt.
So he was wearing like a navy blue one. I don't know how the uniform works if you're like a manager or higher up. Maybe
Corporate Target wears blue.
Yeah, promote you to the navy blue. It was a lot was happening too quick, but
That's I kind of feel like if you're that like either you work for Target or you don't. And if you work for Target, your number one thing always has to be customer service. So it's like, hey, it's in aisle 8. You just poke your head up and be like, check in aisle 8.
yeah, the merchandisers, whatever you call them, they are also reflecting off Target as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it rude to ask these people though what aisle is it in? Like, surely you will look around and you will find what you need. Like, it's all labeled on top, unless if it's one of those tweener items, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I feel like there's somewhere it could fall under multiple categories too.
Yeah, like I know there's something specific where
Sometimes Target can be hard sometimes. Like that one on Elston, it's like you kind of just get lost in there.
yeah. Like it's tea. Like I think tea is like with the coffees.
Okay,
Which
yeah.
That's where it should be. Yeah,
Now
I
we're
guess.
talking.
I guess, yeah. But you could still think it'd be with the beverage stuff. You know?
Right. Maybe some skincare and beauty care items have a little overlap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the eye patches or something. Which is that skincare? Is that?
Well, I think skincare is beauty care.
But like the makeup is not in the skincare aisle.
It's not.
Mm-mm.
How do you know?
That's for
buying a lot of makeup.
No, I buy a lot of skincare though.
But you know, right when you walk into most, I should say most, but I do think Walgreens. It's like on the road. It's on the right. You know, it's like Makeup City.
Yeah.
Right. And like Home Depot is very clear with that. What's in what aisle? There's no overlap there.
Yeah, I do feel Home Depot is one of those places that makes me feel lost and insecure in general, though, just because it's so big and I don't really know what any of the. I can like name very few like actual tools
right
like, off the top of my head, so I just feel like I just walk forever looking for things. But I would say that Home Depot, if you were gonna rank like the workers who are the most willing and like volunteer to help you, they're number one.
You think?
I think Home Depot.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Home Depot is great about that.
I was gonna go vice versa.
Really?
They
had those orange vests on. They're like, hey, you know what you're looking for? I'm like, no, like, oh, let me walk you there. And it's like, what size you need? And it's like, then they measure you up there. I've had great experience at Home Depot.
In my experiences at Home Depot, they do ask, but they never know. And there's always one or two guys who are like actually in the trades who you just resort to, and they end up having a line of 10 customers behind them.
Yeah. It's a great. I always just take a long lap anyways because I love that lumber smell in there.
Yeah, there's like portals too. Like, whoa, they got like a rug section.
Yeah.
Did you see that Home Depot? There was like a Home Depot in Chicago. They were like scammed for like millions of dollars because employees were having other employees buy like $900,000 worth of gift cards and just returning them and getting store credit. It was like a weird. It was
a loophole.
Yeah, but like that's way too fucking much money to.
You think that an accountant would flag that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you got to be an idiot. Like they were racking up like $200,000 at a time in gift cards. It's like, dude, they're gonna see that shit.
You got to do it the Office Space way, where you try to get it like fractions of a penny over years and years and years per transaction. Yeah.
I almost want to try and
pull it up.
But yeah.
You think you get like $20 a month? But that's not really buying you much.
Not 20.
But in order to not get caught at all, I mean, you got to go low.
I bet you could even do I bet you could do $200 a day per, you know, and then that adds up fucking quick.
Yeah, you built a house for free before you know it.
Yeah.
So they lost $5.5 million since March of 2020.
A single Chicago Home Depot?
I believe it was the one on Elston, like you just said.
Oh, that's the one I go to.
Yes.
So are my prices going up because of this scam?
Essentially, $900 refunds for single purchases more than 6,000 times. 6,000 times these people were doing this. Last year, someone issued 1,372 gift cards that were issued for $900 tax credits.
Oh.
Yes.
Start the Netflix doc.
So this is an IRS scheme then.
I think so. So it said they scan the barcode from a fraudster's phone every time, manually enter the tax exemption information, then cut a gift card for the difference. Some cashiers issued multiple gift cards for the same purchase in one sitting. In total, the company lost $5.5 million, $900 at a time.
How did they catch them?
I think they just looked and they were like, "What the fuck's going on? $5.5 million in 3 years? That's not something that's."
Our store is really underperforming here. What's going on?
That's not a blip in the radar.
Yeah.
You know? That's a lot of fucking money.
Do you think you could do $200 a day and get away with it forever? No?
Not forever.
Yeah, not forever.
I
But
think you see too many of the same transactions, and that will get your eyebrows perking a little.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
But you could probably do some every single day.
Yeah.
Just change maybe one day do 50, the next you do 200, the
Oh,
next you
yeah.
do 30.
That shit's happening rapidly.
But like,
rampantly.
maybe not this gift card scheme, but I feel like there's got to be a way to, because $200 a day, what would that get you a year? That seems like math I should be able to do in my head.
I know a guy who worked at Parsi's Hot Dogs. He was skimming off the top.
No.
Yeah.
That's $73,000 a year.
I hope it's not the same guy. No.
Yeah, this guy had a whole system. Like, he knew the fractions of a fraction, whatever.
God, my dad used to always get parts. He's like, no one likes this.
Dude, we're talking so inside baseball right now, but what a dog shit place. This hot dog stand, it only had chips.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no fryers and only had chips.
Oh, you had a big tirade because they would never make you a milkshake.
Oh, really?
Didn't you say that? Maybe
No, I don't think that.
Maybe it was a guest we had on our old show then.
Really?
Or maybe it was my own dad, actually.
he
Now that I think about
He
it.
had a grudge against Parsi's
And
Hot Dogs.
Put him on lifetime probation.
Every hot dog looked like a Polish.
The
We
hot
won't
dogs
get
were
too
white.
into it.
Yeah.
The hot dogs
what?
were white.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're like,
Dude, it was...
how do you get a white hot dog?
Exactly.
Dude,
You don't boil it.
yes. It's just Parsi's Hot Dogs made no sense, dude.
Are they out of business?
Yeah, now it's like... And they turn it into like an auto parts shop.
Damn.
So
That's
it's
how
like,
you know it's bad.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Forget
No
the
one
food
could wait.
license.
Yeah.
yeah, it was just a seamless process. Let's just turn this brick building from white hot dogs to just holding WD-40. You know, why not? It was crazy, dude. But yeah, this guy was skimming a couple bucks off Parsi's
every hot dog?
Yeah.
$5 a week.
Well, yeah, I don't know what he was doing, but like, damn, it was like fucking Parsi's.
Imagine if he was getting it both ways. Like the reason the hot dogs were white because he was in charge of like the purchasing.
Right. He
So
saved
he's
money
like,
on like
yeah,
the water
so-
and boiling
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You ever been involved in a skim? I could see you doing that.
No, the most thing I've done was like,
Like taking a little bit from everybody in the frat's dues.
no. I would
Charging for test answers.
I was looking for the fuckers who were trying to do that. I didn't
Oh, was
do
that a thing? I just made that up.
Yeah, definitely. People steal money from frats all the time. Yeah, if you got a bad treasurer, you're in a bad spot.
Damn.
You're in a bad spot.
I can't believe they would do that to the brothers.
Yeah,
They're supposed to be brothers forever, brothers for life.
Well,
That's the frat life.
you get kicked out if you do that.
Damn.
You're dead.
Going from one profession to the next, have you realized that people, including myself, don't care what they say in front of the Uber driver at all anymore? You can be in the back seat having a heart-to-heart or like screaming with your significant other, I can't believe you did this. And you just have no mind that there's a guy just driving the car the whole time.
I'm the opposite. I am always like cognizant of what's. I'm most of the time and cognizant. I don't really like talking about, like, for instance, like this job because you don't know who's
Never
listening?
that.
listening. You know?
I usually am that way too. I do have one incident on my record
Uber record.
where this girl that I was dating while we were doing this job, and let's just say that she behaved wildly inappropriate at a Barstool event, and I had to.
Don't lick my ears here.
No. I wish it was that. And I got angry in the Uber, and it was like, it's not like screaming, but I was like very stern. And it's like, we broke up a month later, but it ended up being me doing like a whole list of grievances of everything and the Uber driver, like, she got out and he like rolled down. He's like, hey, and I'm like, what? And he's like, you should be nicer to her. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna.
No, the Uber driver was like, hey, like, you should be. I'm like, brother, you date her then. Like, this is.
Yeah, like these ain't cab drivers. These are guys from the suburbs with families at home.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna be like, "Hey, Chief, love the podcast. Sorry about the date."
No.
Like, I thought that's what he was gonna say.
Nope. He was like probably. I mean, his heart was in the right place. He was like an older. He's probably 50, and yeah. But he was like, you shouldn't be so hard on her or something like that. And I'm like, I've been dealing with this for fucking 2 years. Like, this needs to be addressed.
You just lost a star.
Yeah. No, I think he gave me like 0 stars.
Probably, dude. I kind of wish. Do I know this event? You don't have to get into it, but
I'll tell you after.
all right. Now I fucking definitely want to know.
Yeah.
On pins and needles here.
Yeah. It was probably the maddest I've ever been at a girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, close.
It's too much to tell here.
Yeah, I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. Credit to you.
Credit to me. High road.
But no, I don't eat, like, even at like dinner and shit. If there's,
I mean, like, it's not always you doing it. Like, even if you have friends in the back, just like, oh, remember this time when, he fucked that girl in Aruba? And it's like, bruh, stranger in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now they
Yeah.
like record too.
Oh yeah.
A lot of those Ubers, they try to make like their own fucking content.
Cash cab.
Kind
You
of.
have to sign something for that though, don't you?
Yeah.
Or maybe you can just hang out sheet in your.
That's what those guys in the
address.
Flames got popped, or the Senators got popped for.
Oh, I do remember that now.
What'd they do?
They were like talking about girls, or talking about the team. They were doing something, and the Uber was recording the whole time.
They got like canceled.
Yeah.
I wonder how some of that goes, like with Ja Morant and the strip club, for instance. Like, the fine you have to pay may be worth whatever you got out of it. Publicity, maybe not in that specific example, but
Yeah, maybe not with Ja.
But like TMZ probably paid them or something.
Well, what do you think Crazy Plane Lady got for her exclusive with TMZ?
She got killed and replaced by a clone. But
You don't think you're
no,
buying that?
I'm kidding. No,
She just had her eyebrows done. That's
She got-
all. She looked fucking good.
she did. She's probably already rich. She looked rich.
She looked rich to you.
She looked hot and rich.
Yeah,
Who was hot?
Yeah.
she's hot.
Definitely hot.
Yeah,
I don't care how crazy she is. I love her.
I watched that video and I'm like, I believe her.
Yeah.
Hey, you're good with me. Take her off all the no-fly lists.
I mean, I'm sure this has been run into the ground, but maybe the worst camera job of all time, whoever did that. You got to like zoom in on whatever she's talking about.
yeah.
'Cause she was looking way back there. She's looking down the aisle. She wasn't even looking at a seat.
But
Someone said it best. She probably took like a sleeping pill.
Like a Xanax and
Yeah.
had a cocktail.
I mean,
Yeah.
that excuse didn't work for Rosie O'Donnell. I wonder what the difference was.
Rosie O'Donnell did that?
Or
Roseanne?
Roseanne, sorry.
Yeah.
Roseanne.
Can you sum up what she even said in the apology? Like, what was she saying? What did she think that was not real?
She didn't get
She
into
didn't
that.
acknowledge that.
She did.
I started watching it, then I got a call, and I went back.
You didn't go back
and
to
I got
like
an
the most
email.
viral. Yeah, she was just like she took full responsibility. She apologized. She apologized to anybody who might have had a child on board who had to hear her language, and then she thanked her friends and family for supporting her. She got a little bit of emotional. She was self-deprecating. It was a perfect apology.
Yeah, I would have just been like, sorry, I was fucked up.
Yeah, that would have worked too.
1 3-second video.
You think she's gotten like a Brazzers contract offer yet?
Oh, definitely.
Mile
Yeah.
High Club?
I mean, dude, she's got 106,000 followers on Twitter now.
Yep.
Excuse me.
What's her IG?
X. She has a website. She has a YouTube. So she's definitely.
I'm going to start accusing people of not being real on a plane.
He is not real. I don't know why that went so viral. Like, I saw that
Dude.
video. I was like, all right, she's.
Great meme format. That's going to be in like the back of some EDM song before the drop. He is not real.
74.4 thousand on Instagram.
Oh, she just got another one too.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
definitely good looking.
Yeah.
No doubt
Bonk.
about it. Also, speaking of ride shares, I'd like to pull the plug. Well, never mind.
No, do it.
No,
Commit.
too
no,
late.
no,
Pull the
no.
plug on what?
Don't be the caveat king.
No, because I was going to say something. I was going to realize how it sounded, and I was going to sound like an asshole.
Say it. Hey, everybody. Ed's not an asshole, even though he says this asshole thing.
No, it's not an asshole thing. The obviously the handicap Ubers need to exist, you know? And
Okay, hot start. Keep going.
like obviously, but like that's for people who need them, right? Who need to fit a wheelchair in there.
Yeah.
But like if you're just a regular person and you're in those, they're miserable. You know what I'm talking about? One when
Yeah,
the center seat is
it's
completely
gone.
out and you're just on a bench in the back, just getting rattled around like a fucking potato.
The rattle is tough. I'll give you the rattle.
It's awful.
I give you the rattle is tough, but I would much rather have that than be too close to the driver where you get a like there's not a driver in the world who will try to start a conversation with you while you're in that seat in the back. You know?
How you doing back there?
I don't care. Cabs
some-
don't usually have conversations though. They're mostly on their phone, yapping
But
away.
but that's an Uber.
No. There's not a ton of handicap Ubers.
I agree, but like I've gotten them, and I don't call taxis. I've gotten those, and they show up like that.
Handicap Uber.
So Eddie doesn't think the handicap should exist, is what I got out of it.
No,
They should just wheel
no.
themselves wherever they're going.
Yeah.
No, you know what I mean. And especially if you're going from an airport and like I'll usually just rush and throw my shit in. And then my fucking bag is just bopping around like a raisin as well in the end of a box.
Yeah.
So handicap Uber, I guess I don't know. Is that just they don't just put the seats down?
No, it's just the whole middle thing is
Gone.
empty.
Yeah.
Like you could have a fucking wrestling match in there. There's so much room.
Okay.
There's so much room. And then you're just in the back on a bench sitting there awkwardly.
It's just like you could do that. They just need to update those model cars. Because you could do that same thing and have like a more secured normal third seat, but they're never a normal third seat.
Never.
It would also be so degrading to put the handicap person all the way in back.
That's what they do.
No, I thought you said in the middle,
no, I
between the driver and you.
Yeah, I think that's where the seat goes.
Yeah, I guess.
They like lock the
But I
wheels
was going to say
in
that
somewhere.
would make more sense.
Yeah.
But it's tough.
It's terrible. They're terrible.
So what, you just got one luck of the draw?
Yeah, but I feel like it happens like oh, I mean, no, it doesn't happen that often, but it happens enough where you're like, ah, fuck.
A couple times a year,
Yeah,
probably.
a couple times
Yeah.
a year, and you're just like, this fucking sucks.
You think they should have to have their own app?
Yeah, which would be better though. But that would be beneficial. Why
Yeah.
are someone like me wasting their?
So let me ask you this: so it has 3 seats in it then, or just like the back seat?
It's got a bench. It has one
you could
bench.
fit 3 in the back.
It has a wrestling mat and a bench.
Okay, well I guess that would still count. I was going to say, do you lose seats? Like what if you had 4? But I guess you just go up front, right?
Yeah, you definitely lose seats.
I mean, it's a dream if you're like trying to squeeze people. Like if there's no.
Yeah, right. They didn't let you lay down in there.
No, yeah, you can't. That's
They
how
should.
That's how. That would probably increase their business. People rattle around in there, end up in a wheelchair.
Like your friend who just got his permit.
Did you ever, like on vacation as a kid, like on a road trip, like take the seats out?
I remember. I can't remember what kind of car it was. I think it was a minivan. But like you could fold it down, so like the whole back. Actually, the Jeep Liberty you could fold that whole third row down, and it was like a bed size in the back, second row.
Yeah.
Like that was great.
Oh, we never could. There was 4 of us, 4 kids. So
There was 3 of us. I was talking about it with my sisters. I think we went to Toronto and Myrtle Beach one time, like separate vacations. They just took out the middle bench, and we would just fucking sit on like.
That's so dangerous.
Dude, it's so dangerous.
Do you remember those?
So dangerous.
I was probably like 8 years old, but they had those station wagons where they had the seats facing out the back. Yeah.
The best.
They were sweet, but like
kid, you just waved to every fucking person you saw.
Yeah. But like if you're rear-ended, you're fucking dead. Like, game over. Shards of glass right to your face.
Hey, you're toast.
knees are gone.
But like someone thought of that, was like, oh yeah, maybe we should just turn those seats around.
But like, can't we like?
That's a car for parents who don't want to ever have to deal with their kids in the car.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
But can't we just make glass stronger? Like, can't we improve this? Can't we bring those back? There was a place for that.
They do. I remember seeing a doc. This is morbid, but I was watching one of those like History Channel shows, and they're talking about like the history of the windshield. Okay. And they used to have like
what a history.
Wow.
Yeah.
Captivating.
But
Wild Saturday night for Chief.
Yeah.
What was it?
Probably
3 minutes?
No. Well, it was like all automobiles. They did a segment.
It was
on
a TikTok.
But they had like they had these windshields that were like, I think they were like glued, like double plane, but they were glued or something, and people would go through them like head first in a crash, and then the glass would like come out like this as you went through, and then would somehow like close on you and cut your fucking head off. And so you just had like headless people after car accidents, and they had to like change the way that they did windshields so people stop having severed heads.
Oh, because you would go through and then you would come back, right?
But the way they showed it was like the glass would make like a hole, and then like like for your head, and your shoulders would hit and stop because the glass was like too strong, and then the thing would kind of like go back into like its original place, and it would fucking chop your head off. Yeah.
Remember the viral picture of what a human would look like if they could survive a car crash?
No.
Oh, you're lucky. I see that guy like once a year in my nightmares. He just has like a 50-pound head. He's massive. It's very hard to
I think I know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
Oh.
He lurks in the dark alleys of the internet with salad fingers.
This guy's a fucking legend.
Wait, what? Oh, what is that?
That is what a human would look like if it could survive a car crash.
But like
So,
people
strong
survive
enough-
car crashes.
Like I don't know, a fatal one, I guess. So like there's a way they arrange like his ribs and stomach to where he could survive like the most brutal airbag hit, or in like his head, so that he could basically beat the windshield.
It's like a gorilla.
No. This is someone who
vanilla
made
gorilla.
a good picture and just like, let's just make a freakazoid.
That was like a Daily Mail and New York Times. That guy.
It's like, oh, how can we incorporate this into an article and
This
just
guy could
act like this is
survive
a
anything.
real thing?
My
Here's-
kid's painting.
Here's what it says. Here's what humans would look like if we had evolved to survive car crashes. A trauma surgeon, a crash expert, and an artist teamed up to build the ideal crash-proof human.
Does this guy got a name? I don't know if I want to know it.
Dude, sign that guy to
Yeah,
play
he
right
does.
guard.
What is it?
What do you think it is?
I don't have no clue.
Dude, this guy's
It's like
legit.
Maximus
Can I
His
see
name-
him again?
His name is Graham.
Graham.
Look at this fucking guy, dude.
Look at his fucking ankles. Those are Jesus Christ. But like,
Dude, don't
how
tell
do you
me that-
fucking? He doesn't have a neck. He looks like the guy from like 90 Day
Yeah.
Fiance.
Yeah, well, he's
Yeah.
surviving every
Big
car
Ed?
crash he gets in at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Ed. Dude, that.
Can you imagine
someone
how
made
people
that.
would drive if they were built like that?
You know what that looks like? You ever see how they try to humanize cartoons, like what Homer Simpson would look like in real life?
Yeah.
That looks like what like Grimace from McDonald's would look like in real life.
That's disrespectful to Grimace.
You know what?
You're right. Yeah.
I feel like
This guy doesn't have ears.
years leading up to this huge Grimace, whatever you want to call it,
Resurgence, yeah.
yes, people are always like, or at least me, why don't McDonald's utilize their mascots more? They're
They
only
kinda
using
went away
Ronald.
from that, yeah.
The Hamburglar is an
He was
all-time
sweet.
mascot.
How many were there?
There was the little ducky too, and I think
remember
that was
that
it.
one.
The girl duck with pigtails, Grimace,
Yeah.
Hamburglar, and the goat Ronald.
They have the worst mascot of any of the fast food places though.
Ronald,
Yeah.
but they got a team and they just don't utilize the team.
But like clowns are fucking weird.
Yeah, and he's like 7 foot.
Yeah.
Doesn't help.
But like you got Wendy, you got the Colonel,
Oh,
you got the King. What else? Taco Bell dog.
the Chihuahua.
That's
they don't-
retired, though,
Yeah, they
right?
don't use him at all.
They're all retired, I think, because they credit evil marketing, maybe like it's bad for children.
What, the Chihuahua?
Since when? do
Well,
we
I
care
don't know if
about
the
children in
Chihuahua
that
falls in
country?
it, but that's what it says here. According to the Daily Meal, after 30 years in the 70s, they had a long process of phasing out McDonald Land campaign because the whole thing worked too well. And the food was commonly thought as food for children. And, yeah.
Can't have anything nice.
Yeah. I mean, we were thinking about how to do like a fast food dog walk for Tuesday. So I was like looking up all these things. McDonald's still to this day is the world's largest toy distributor because of Happy Meal. So it's like they're still doing all that shit.
Have they had any recent Happy Meal toy crazes like the
Beanie Babies?
The baby beanies? Yeah. And there were some other like collectibles.
I don't
Remember that?
know.
Like people
Yeah, I
would
remember
go
them.
just to
Was
the
there
toy
more
and
than
toss
just
the
that
meal.
one?
There was.
I feel like they went through like a Hot Wheels thing that I remember, but I don't know if that probably didn't have a craze.
The
Right.
two things I remember the most, probably the two toys I remember the most besides Beanie Babies, is the Batman, the Jim Carrey Batman. Remember they had those mugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like glasses.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I remember those. And then the Dennis Rodman cups that the hair changed once it was cold. like
Oh,
beverage.
that's sweet. They should bring that technology back.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a beer that does that kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do.
we could say that, right?
Yeah.
They're in the family.
Of course.
Of course, yeah. Mountains are blue.
But yeah, I think that's a thing.
Sad.
I don't know. Do you have any other besides Beanie Baby that you think of?
I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot when I get off this and remember it. Was Pokemon ever big there?
Like the
I don't remember.
Trolls or whatever.
The Trolls. That was a big one.
My sisters used to love Trolls.
Shout out to the Trolls, Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're a big
Well,
fan?
the big thing was like the Monopoly. Like that was
yeah, but that's not even a toy. That's just
a
like
game.
Yeah. That's just like
They're in the same section of Target, toys and games.
I guess. They're the back wall though.
Depends on your
Shout out
target.
the baby beanies.
Yeah,
Shout
those
out
were
to Baby
huge.
Beanies.
That was such a weird thing.
Beanie Babies?
That
Well,
whole
the little
phenomenon.
ones at McDonald's are the baby beanies, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got like the platypus's kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perry. Do you know which Beanie Baby has your birthday? That used to
No.
be a thing back in the day.
Were there 365 of them?
Yeah.
Beanie Babies, yeah.
Even more now. It's like Pokemon. There's a whole new wave of different Beanie Babies.
That guy, he still stands as like one of the richest people in Illinois.
Who? Beanie Baby?
Ty Warner.
It was
I think it is Ty Warner.
Yeah.
Naperville, right?
I don't know
Yeah,
where he's got a mansion. A mansion.
I believe it.
And then you had all those moms who were like on like the eBay craze of those.
Oh,
like-
yeah.
Oh, my
That was a
God.
great doc. They made a movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, though.
Oh, they did?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, we covered Dope Sick a lot of this podcast. I can't believe that Netflix had the gall to make this Painkillers show.
And they have like a pretty big cast too. It's
yeah.
Matthew Broderick, Taylor Kitsch.
Kitsch.
I feel like there's another one too that I'm leaving out, but I tried to watch it. Episode 1, in my humble opinion, absolutely stinks.
Really?
Yeah.
Ken
and
Jack or Jeff gave it a good review, so I might give it a chance.
I gotta say, I'm starting not to trust those guys with their
Oh,
reviews.
no.
Yeah, I feel like they've been they played a little too like loosey goosey. They're not critical enough of some things, and I don't know. Like
They're pandering.
I don't know about pandering, but like I there's been several times where it's like they're like, this is like a 98, and I watch them like 98. 98's got to be like one of the best movies ever. Then you look at and I love movierankings.net. It's a great site. Credit to those guys. Great idea. But then it's like, I don't know. We're going to have like some, what do you call that? The Japanese cartoon thing.
Hentai.
Is that what it's called? Hentai? Is that right? I feel like that's a porn thing.
Anime.
Anime. Thank you. Is hentai's a porn thing, right?
Yeah, I think.
Or something. And it's like this is like the second greatest movie of all time according to Ken Jack. And it's like, dude, no, it's not. No, it's not. There's no way.
Those numbers are tough.
That-
You see like 79, you think like, oh, it's a C, but like 79 out of 100
That's
is still
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very watchable.
That movie is supposed to be awesome.
I also, which one? The hentai one?
I think it's called Spirited Away.
Yeah, well,
Right
whatever.
after,
I'm sure
right after Chief's windshield doc, he's turning on the hentai.
Yeah. There's TikTok.
Dude,
Snapchat.
you guys are saying TikTok docs. I will go down rabbit holes on TikTok because that's what it's my curated content per their algorithm just feeds me like all this like insane shit. So I will get lost. Like I always have it on during I'm watching a Cubs game or something, and it's a vortex. It just sucks you in. You don't even realize how much you've watched.
I still have not scrolled.
Yeah, it's still like you haven't picked up the needle.
Yeah.
Yeah. For real.
Speaking
Still
of
not
Dope
done.
Sick.
Yeah.
Because I loved Dope Sick. Dope Sick was awesome. I feel like it was
was-
like critically acclaimed. Michael Keaton's in like a ton of good shit. I feel like he doesn't get. I watched Spotlight recently. Like he was very good in that. Like Michael Keaton's just the fucking man, and I feel like he should get more credit.
I think he won an Oscar for that.
He was just in the new Flash movie too.
I'm sure it's great.
We got nomination for Best Actor.
Birdman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He gets enough love.
No, he
Don't
should be more.
say
Like
that.
I think he's a better actor than if you're gonna say like people in his age category. He's way better than Tom Hanks. Fucking stinks. Tom Hanks he stinks. Like why doesn't Michael Keaton?
Someone
get his
had
roles?
that take the other day.
It was The Boys.
Yeah. So now you're going back to the movie. guys.
They're right about that. They are right about that. Especially that Elvis movie. He was fucking
That
terrible.
was a bad role. It's not Tom Hanks' fault.
He doesn't have to play like a fucking buffoon.
That was a director he got.
Michael Keaton's also in both superhero universes, Marvel and DC.
He's
Really?
a power player. This is what I mean. He's. I feel like he disappeared after Jack Frost for a while.
Dude, Jack Frost was sad.
So sad.
Yeah.
Dude,
But-
what the fuck was that?
It's a powerful acting performance by Michael Keaton is what it was.
Sad as shit.
It's kind of like the real life Frosty, where like they both are starting to melt towards spring.
Yeah.
Kids are crying.
How old is Michael Keaton?
That movie, I think it's like a lot of shit.
Jack Frost?
Yeah.
No, it does.
What do you mean?
It came out at a time where it's like you respect it for what it is. Maybe it didn't age well, but
There's two
Jack
Jack
Frost
Frosts.
was a must watch during the holiday season when you were a kid.
You ever seen the Jack Frost with Shannon Elizabeth?
No,
No, what's that?
It's a killer snowman.
I've
She
heard of
naked?
it.
I think she has a nice little bathtub scene, if I remember correctly.
Which you do.
Naked?
Maybe?
Like American Pie naked?
Not quite.
Okay,
But
well then.
Hentai naked?
She got an octopus licking her nipples.
All Pikachu's rubbing.
Jesus. Yeah, she's in it.
My mom's out of town. She's actually out of the country, so I feel, and she listens to all these, so I feel like while she's gone, I'm just gonna let it rip a little more.
That's nice.
Ryan, I'm finally catching up with my podcast. No, it's like deleting the voicemail message before they can catch the home phone.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to look for the scene.
Apology accepted.
Oh, apologies.
Beetlejuice, Michael Keaton.
You're looking up sex scenes on a work laptop.
Yeah, it's okay.
Pete is literally on the other side of this wall.
Yeah, he'll never look.
Bold.
The stuff you got to look up on this show, on these laptops. Nothing ever makes sense.
We for the episode yesterday, when I was looking up stuff about Jared Fogle, I got a little nervous about that. Like, I don't want that in my because I think I Googled how did Jared Fogle get caught, which is it's not the best thing to have.
No,
how do I avoid this?
What were
fucking
Jared
pitfall?
Fogle's mistakes?
Yeah, exactly.
But that's just part of the thing. When I was at Stern, they were like, "Hey, we need to find a gay escort, a male gay escort." So I was like, "All right."
You just opened up your phone,
just Googling away.
Yeah.
Eddie clicking on purple links.
Yeah, so I'm just Googling away.
He's
and then I'm like,
I got a
damn, this is
folder.
pretty crazy. But then I'm like, damn, nothing probably gets detected here because, this is just business as usual.
It's a perfect crime.
It's just business as usual.
It's in the name of satire.
Yeah, exactly. All right, then. We could wrap this up. Shout out to Michael Keaton, better than Kevin Costner.
I said Tom Hanks.
Oh, sorry.
I love Kevin Costner
My
too.
apologies. All right, then, fellas. That's it. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Tomorrow,
probably is
I
better
talk
than
to the owner of the Chicago Slice pickleball team. So tune in for that.
I'm gonna play with. Oh my god, I'm not gonna play. Cut it off.
All right. See ya.